Good evening, Periscope and Facebook and Twitter and wherever else you might be watching this. It is September 5th, Labor Day, and again, it is 7:51 in the PM as opposed to, howdy Scotty Moore, as opposed to the AM reading, but I am getting the reading in. The reason that I'm posting this later in the day is because this is the second day of my newborn son's life, Rocky Lewis Brenneman, who was born yesterday, and I've been at the hospital back and forth all day taking care of our other little one, Gracie. So I've been tending to more important things, but I wanted to get this in. And the gist of today, thanks, buddy. The gist of today is it's pretty straightforward, and I'm gonna read something straight from the book right now. It says, tomorrow, and this is for all of us, tomorrow, before asking anyone to put out a fire or buy your product or contribute to your favorite charity, so basically tomorrow, before asking anyone to do anything for you, why not pause, close your eyes, and try to think the whole thing through from another person's point of view? Ask yourself, why would he or she want to do it? The way that I use this in my life, honestly, on a daily basis, especially since reading this book, is with my kids, with my daughter, and I will with my new son. But stop jumping, stop doing this, please stop doing that. I'm trying more to think from her perspective. Okay, she's 2 years old or 3 years old, but what's she thinking? How else can we use that? If you're a coach, think from your athlete's perspective. Why are they here? They're in college, they're wrestling, they're playing football, they want to have fun. So try to operate not from a 33-year-old who knows what it takes to get stuff done. If you want me to stop talking, stop watching. Instead of operating from, a 33, 35-year-old who knows what it takes to get things done, think from an 18-year-old perspective. Think from a kid who's just going to college. If you're a teacher teaching junior high or middle school, I know my wife's a middle school teacher, and you're in an extremely hot class or gymnasium or something like that, remember, these guys are young. They're sitting in a gym that's extremely hot. So hit pause, think from the other person's perspective. In my life, like I said, I'm doing it with my kids, my child, and my child who was just born. Any of the kids that I coach, I interact with, I try to push these kids on a regular basis in the training room. I train a couple kids strength and conditioning. I try to push them beyond belief. But I got to stop thinking from a 35-year-old former UFC professional fighter and start thinking from a 15, 16, 17-year-old high school athlete. So moving on to tomorrow, hit pause before you ask someone to do something for you. Take a different approach. Think of what's in it for them. Talk to them. Get to know them. What interests them. Then ask the question. Thank you again for watching. And if you enjoyed this topic of operating from someone else's perspective, I recently recorded a podcast that's on Libsyn right now. And Amelia, you could sign off if you'd like. And this is a rule also for social media. Don't worry about the bullies. They're everywhere. But I just recorded a podcast, and it's on Libsyn right now. And we talk about that. We talk about following rules. We talk about living your values when it's convenient for you. But it tends to this subject. So if you haven't already, charlie-brenneman.com/podcast, or search us on iTunes. It gets to the nitty-gritty of this subject. So thank you all for watching. Have a great evening. I'll be posting early again tomorrow morning. Take care.